The full moon in Capricorn, time to judge yourself less and love yourself more. Hello beautiful people, life can be a challenge, but at least we have each other. Yes, the full moon in Capricorn energy begins on June 21st or June 22nd, depending on where you live. So in the first part of this video, I'm gonna go over the 3 things that everyone should know about this full moon, including what makes it different than any other full moon. Then I will go over how it will affect your individual sign. Okay, no more wasting time. Let's go. This full moon in Capricorn takes place on Saturday, June 22nd at 1:08 a.m. Universal Time, which will be 6:08 p.m. on June 21st Pacific Time, 9:08 p.m. on June 21st Eastern Standard Time, and for those of you in the Southern Hemisphere, this will be at 11:08 a.m. on June 22nd in Sydney, Australia, and 3:08 a.m. on June 22nd in Johannesburg, South Africa. So let's jump right into the 3 things you need to know in order to make the most of this energetic opening. Number 1, this full moon will bring the powerful energy of the number 3, the master number 22, and the magical tarot energy of the Devil card. The number 3 in numerology signifies creativity, self-expression, growth, and good fortune. So for those of you that live where the full moon takes place on the 21st, and for those of you that are seeing the number 3 often, just know this is a message that good fortune is in your near future. Know that this is a time to tap into your creativity, express that creativity with the certainty that the result of these actions are likely to be very favorable. The master number 22 in numerology is considered one of the most powerful and influential numbers. It represents the ability to turn dreams into reality through hard work, through vision and practical action. So for those of you that live where the full moon takes place on the 22nd, or if you are seeing the number 22 often, or both, just know that this is a message to you that by blending your intuition and your ambition and practicality, you will surely manifest the vision that you have for yourself into reality. And the Devil card, as terrifying as it sounds and appears, actually is extremely empowering because it reminds you that many of the limitations that you have in your life are self-imposed. So this full moon is meant to be a time to break the chains of attachment that you may have to limiting beliefs, to unhealthy behaviors, and to unnecessary regret. This is a time of transforming negative energy into motivation, into ambition, and personal growth. Number 2, this full moon will be forming a challenging aspect with Mercury in Cancer, a challenging aspect with Venus in Cancer, a positive aspect with Mars in Taurus, and a positive aspect with Saturn in Pisces. The moon's relationship with Mercury, the planet of communication and learning, will lend to you feeling overly emotional one moment and overly analytical the next. So being aware of this, you can counterbalance this energy by not giving into any extreme feeling or any extreme idea. Instead, ground yourself in knowing that this is the time to take a moment to allow emotions and thoughts to process before moving forward with any one decision. Observe your thoughts and allow yourself to feel whatever you are feeling without resistance, but know that the truth will be found in the balance underneath all of that emotional and mental noise. Now, the moon's relationship with Venus, the planet of love and money, will lend to the magnification of any problems that you might be having in your relationships or any problems that you might be having financially. So what this full moon is doing is giving you an opportunity to identify with clarity where there might be an issue in these 2 areas, and then bring awareness to what your response is. Knowing that the most productive response will not be allowing the frustration of the situation to overwhelm you. Instead, use the frustration as motivation to clearly identify a solution, come up with a plan to execute the solution, and move forward with the excitement of knowing that the frustration is only temporary because you know that now you have a solution in the works. And the moon's relationship with Mars, the planet of ambition, desire, and passion, will bring a surge of motivation and confidence. So Mars is going to be working with you to give you that confidence and motivation to address these issues and any other issues that come up for you during this time. The moon's relationship with Saturn, the planet of responsibility and life lessons, will bring emotional maturity and self-discipline. So you are really being set up to make major changes in the most productive way possible. Mercury and Venus will be highlighting the issues, Mars will be giving motivation and strength to address the issues, while Saturn's letting you know that if you approach any of these circumstances from a place of maturity and taking responsibility as opposed to placing blame, then you are on your way to eradicating these issues altogether and making positive changes, and then giving yourself an option of stepping onto a new path where you show yourself that whatever comes your way, you can handle it if you approach it with the right consciousness and the right perspective. Number 3. This full moon in Capricorn urges you to release the need for self-analysis and self-judgment, and instead embrace the power that comes from self-acceptance and understanding. Recognize that all of your experiences have been a necessary part of your soul's path, and the more you can see each lesson as a stride towards fulfillment, the more you can focus your energy on moving forward with discipline, consistency, and excitement. Holding yourself accountable does not mean punishing yourself. It means applying your life experiences in the most effective way possible while giving yourself the permission to release the past and love yourself while making informed choices in the present. Now let's find out what this full moon means for your individual sign. Okay, my powerful Aries, this full moon energy is going to be in your 10th house. So the full moon illuminating your 10th house signifies the perfect time for you to embrace your ambitions and unwavering determination, Aries. Now is the time to be certain of what you want and then go for it while making sure not to allow distractions to take you off course. Distractions could be challenging relationships, emotions that are still lingering regarding frustrating experiences from the past, or activities that you know give you instant gratification but do not help you in the least when it comes to achieving your goals. Focus on setting clear goals that align with your true purpose and envision the path to success with clarity and conviction. I know you may have felt stagnant lately, and that can lead to fear and a lack of motivation. But don't allow that to override your belief in yourself or your belief in the possibilities of life. Embrace the energy of Capricorn by grounding yourself in practicality and responsibility, allowing this lunar phase to guide you towards professional growth and recognition. If there's a job that you've been wanting to hear back from, you are likely to receive an answer during this full moon energy. Or if you've been looking for a job, you're likely to find what you've been looking for. Trust in your abilities and stay committed to your dreams, and let the wisdom gained from past experiences propel you forward, not hold you back because of resentment, frustration, or fear. Now remember, you are capable of achieving great things when you align your passion with your perseverance. Harness the transformation power of this full moon to step into your full potential and shine brightly when it comes to your professional aspirations, Aries. This is also an excellent energy for you gaining momentum when it comes to social media through consistency. So if you're a content creator, keep that in mind. Consistency is key. So overall, an excellent time for a surge of positive momentum when it comes to your professional world, Aries. So embrace this energetic opening and happy full moon, Aries. Okay, my powerful Taurus, this full moon energy is going to be in your 9th house. So let me first start off by saying, Taurus, that overall, this energy is very positive for you. This will be a full moon that brings a major likelihood of positive outcomes when it comes to your life situation. So keep that in mind. Now is the time to expand your horizons and broaden your perspective in profound ways. Capricorn energy is not known for being the most adventurous, but Capricorn energy is adventurous in its own way, and the way to tap into that adventurous spirit is by seeking higher knowledge, exploring new beliefs, and embarking on intellectual journeys that nourish your soul. This lunar phase encourages you and opens the door for you to be able to let go of limiting beliefs and open your mind to new possibilities. This is the opportunity to tap into your inner wisdom, to draw inspiration from diverse sources, and elevate your understanding of the world around you. The more you can allow yourself to experience different types of people with different perspectives, the more you are increasing your capacity for good fortune, and the more you are increasing your capacity to manifest. Trust in the transformative power of this full moon, Taurus, and allow it to guide you towards enlightenment, towards empowerment, and a deeper connection to your higher purpose. Embrace this journey with an open heart and a curious mind, knowing that each realization that you have throughout the process will pave the way for a meaningful and fulfilling life ahead. If there is anything you need to let go of, Taurus, and this could be a bad relationship, it could be pain that's still lingering from past circumstances or experiences, or it could be subconscious programming that you know you need to let go of, this is the full moon to do it. And if you know there's something that you want to let go of, you have to say to yourself, you are ready. And you have to take that step by saying, I no longer need this in my life, even if it's painful to let go of. Because I know sometimes even when you know something's bad for you, it's still difficult to let go of, especially for a Taurus, because you are so focused and committed when it comes to the idea of something that you've decided you're going to be loyal to. But just keep in mind that in order to see major change in your life, something has to majorly change. And usually that does involve letting something go so you can make space for what it is you want to manifest. On the other side of that letting go is a new chapter of excitement and possibility. So embrace this energetic opening and happy full moon, Taurus. Okay, my powerful Geminis, this full moon energy is going to be in your 8th house. So out of the 12 months of the year and the 12 full moons associated with the seasons, this full moon in Capricorn is the absolute most crucial for you, Gemini, when it comes to either breaking a habit, letting go of something that is weighing you down, or when it comes to making major change. And this is because the 8th house energy is an energy that dives to the depths of your subconscious, tapping into any darkness in your life with the highest capacity for revealing the most light. So if you find that the time period leading up to this full moon is feeling extra challenging for you, just know that this is to assist you in identifying what it is that you've had enough of, and that you're ready to let go of, because if you decide to let it go, whatever it is that you're letting go of can really become a thing of the past once and for all. This is definitely a time of rebirth, Gemini, which mid-year and as we begin summer and as you step out of the momentum of your season, it's a perfect time. So explore your innermost desires. Face your fears with courage and embrace the power of regeneration. Embrace the opportunity to heal, to grow, and emerge stronger from any challenges that you may face. Now, if you're in a relationship, jealousy or issues over money are likely to come up during this time. And if they do not let them take you off course down a path of emotional turmoil. Instead, ask yourself, what is the solution? What can you do to improve the situation? Communicate from that place of solution-oriented communication and don't get into the blame game. Or if you're the one that's being blamed, don't get into the trap of defending yourself. Remember, the question to be answered is always, what is the solution? Trust in the wisdom of this full moon to guide you towards profound self-discovery, towards inner strength, and a deeper connection to a more authentic and empowered self. So embrace this energetic opening and happy full moon, Gemini. Okay, my powerful Cancerians, this full moon energy is going to be in your 7th house. So Cancers, I know, I truly understand. In the midst of your season where you are meant to be focused on you, your rebirth, and enjoying this renewed energy, here comes the full moon in Capricorn in your 7th house, bringing up any relationship issues. And just know, although this is most likely romantic relationships, this can also apply to friendships, relationships with family members, or even work relationships with a coworker or boss. Now, the reason this is taking place is to assist you in achieving the balance between the energy that you give to your relationships and the energy that you give to yourself. That balance is absolutely crucial for you. When you do care about someone, you tend to go all in, and you can lose yourself in the process at times. So use the energy of this Capricorn moon to make a commitment to yourself that you will make sure, and yes, give the energy that is necessary to the relationships in your life to make sure that those relationships are thriving. But make a commitment that in the midst of that output of energy, you are not going to forget the things that you need to constantly do to maintain your health and well-being mentally, physically, and spiritually. That balance is key when it comes to your success. Now, that being said, if any issues in your relationships do come up, which more than likely they will, recognize this as an opportunity to learn something about yourself and an opportunity to learn the best way to communicate in order to resolve a situation. Forget about analyzing what is wrong with the other person. Forget about shutting down and shutting someone out. Focus more on what it is you would need in order to feel resolved with the issue, then request that that need be met. And also be open to hearing what the other party might need in order to feel resolved with the situation as well. And let them know if you are willing to meet their request. The more you two can focus on discussing a solution that you both feel good about, the less time you will waste feeling frustrated, sad, angry, and ultimately being distracted from the areas of the relationship that you could be enjoying, which also leaves more time for you to spend giving yourself the love that you need in order to keep that balance that we are talking about, not to mention the more time you will have to really enjoy your season. So keep this in mind as you embrace this energetic opening, Cancers, and happy full moon. Okay, my powerful Leos, this full moon energy is going to be in your 6th house. So Leos, do not be surprised if a work opportunity comes your way during this time, or if you find yourself having more on your to-do list than usual. Also, don't be surprised if an annoying little illness of some sort does come up for you during this full moon energy. If either of these things or if both of these things come up, recognize that it is an opportunity to balance the energy that you put into your daily activities, meaning having a to-do list that doesn't just consist of your work-related tasks. Your to-do list will be most effective if it consists of the things that you know are necessary to ensure that your health, mentally, physically, and spiritually is also being tended to. Maximize the energy of this lunar phase by honoring your physical health, organizing your daily routines, and cultivating a sense of discipline in your work and lifestyle. The energy of Capricorn encourages you to prioritize efficiency, attention to detail, and a structured approach to your tasks. Use this time to declutter both your physical space and your mental space. This way you will allow room for clarity and productivity to really flourish in your life, Leo. This is a time for you to establish healthy habits, nurture your body and mind, and create a harmonious balance between your professional responsibilities and your personal wellness. Keep in mind that getting enough sleep during this time is going to be crucial. I mean, it's always crucial, but especially during this time. Also, make sure that the food you intake is healthy and balanced. With each individual sign, there are specific body parts and specific energetic parts of their overall makeup that are more vulnerable than others. I am absolutely not a doctor or a dietitian, but it may be helpful to know that for Leos, foods high in magnesium phosphate are especially helpful when it comes to supporting your nervous system and your skeletal strength. So making sure to eat things like walnuts, almonds, beans, lentils, Swiss chard, salmon, spinach, and pumpkin seeds is going to be very effective in keeping you feeling your best and optimizing your productivity and just your overall well-being during this time. The more you get ahead of this full moon energy in terms of making sure that you do have an efficient daily routine, including the activities that keep you working at optimum strength and balance, the less likely you will be to feel overwhelmed or to feel depleted, and the more likely you will be able to capitalize on any opportunities that come your way during this full moon. So embrace this energetic opening and happy full moon, Leos. Okay, my powerful Virgos, this full moon energy is going to be in your 5th house. So Virgo, this full moon is very important for you because it will really be an opportunity to boost your overall mental perspective and your overall physical strength and vibration if you allow it. The 5th house being illuminated will not only increase your creativity and connect you to a more optimistic perspective, but it will also give you the opportunity to release a lot of the stress that you are used to carrying around. And on top of that, it also indicates that a romantic relationship may show up for you during this time. So the less stress you have, the more you'll be able to bring your best self to any connection. Now, if you are already in a relationship, this full moon indicates a deepening of the connection or an ending of the relationship depending on how the relationship has been going. But it is definitely a defining moment for the connection between the two of you one way or the other. Now, being that this full moon is in Capricorn, which is overall a very positive energy for you, Virgo, the likelihood of the connection deepening regarding that relationship is much higher than the likelihood of disconnect, which is always good. Keep an eye out for an opportunity to utilize your creativity when it comes to you moving forward and bringing the vision that you have for yourself into reality. Now, make sure that when it comes to work and pleasure, you are balancing these energies. If you work hard, which as a Virgo, more than likely you do, you have to make sure that you implement the work hard, play hard way of thinking. And by play hard, I don't mean go out and get wasted and be hungover for a few days. I just mean allow yourself the freedom and the time to let go, to not think about work goals or regrets or worries, and really focus on living life and having fun, enjoying connections, engaging in hobbies that you love, take in new exciting experiences, and remind yourself that life is meant to be enjoyed, Virgos. Just know that this full moon does indicate good fortune for you, so whatever does show up, even if in the moment it seems to be frustrating, it's good for you in the big picture. So be excited for this full moon. It is promising positive experiences, new connections, and even creative inspiration that could lead to a more abundant flow for you as you move forward this year. So embrace this energetic opening and happy full moon, Virgos. Scorpios. Okay, my powerful Libras, this full moon energy is going to be in your 4th house. So for you, Libra, this is a time to focus on your emotional foundations and your sense of security. Embrace this lunar phase by nurturing your innermost emotions. Whatever comes up for you during this time, do not ignore it, don't avoid it, and absolutely don't suppress it. Allow yourself to feel whatever you are feeling. Then release it and reconnect to the present moment, focusing on anything that you have to be grateful for. Everyone needs a good release once in a while, and this full moon in Capricorn is bringing you that opportunity to really cleanse emotionally. It will also be a great idea to make any adjustments that you can to create a harmonious home environment for yourself. We have talked before about how important your environment is for you, Libra, when it comes to emotional well-being and your mental well-being. And even if it isn't in your budget to do a whole new decorative situation, you can always straighten up and declutter and get a more supportive flow going. Now, this will greatly increase your feeling of stability if you do so. With the sun in your 10th house, you may be feeling pressure to make money and focus on work, which is fine. However, this full moon in Capricorn is coming along to remind you to balance that focus and make sure that your consciousness is rooted in trusting that in the big picture, things will work out for you financially and career-wise. So do not waste any of your time worrying about that. Plan, yes. Worry, no. Instead, when you have time to yourself, take it to enjoy your home space. Take that time to connect with nature and to keep your spiritual foundation rooted in optimism. This full moon is also an excellent time to resolve any issues with a family member and real estate, and those two things may be connected or they may not. But if either or both of those areas of your life have an issue that comes up during this full moon energy, just know that it's an opportunity for resolution. So overall, Libra, this is a nice moment to reboot for you. It's a time to resolve and release any emotions that may be lingering from the past, so that way you can move forward feeling lighter and more confident about what the future holds. So embrace this energetic opening, and happy full moon, Libra. Okay, my powerful Scorpios, this full moon energy is going to be in your 3rd house. So Scorpio, don't be surprised if an issue comes up that is either brought on by information that was not shared in the past, and now the results of that confusion are expressing themselves, or the issue that comes up could be a conflict that is rooted in misunderstanding. By that I mean, if a conflict comes up during this time, which is likely, just know that the solution will be clearing up a misunderstanding. Don't get distracted by blaming someone else and pointing out how they are wrong, or if they are the ones trying to convince you that you are the problem, don't get caught up in defending yourself. Instead, go back to the moment that the issue was created and get clear on what can be done in the present moment to resolve the confusion that was created at that time. Now, the 3rd house is always going to bring up an opportunity to improve the way that you do communicate. And because the 3rd house is being illuminated by a full moon in Capricorn, more than likely it will be a past issue that comes up that has been building for a while, as opposed to a new issue or a new conflict. Now, this 3rd house energy will be urging you to find ways to have more fun in your life. So if you start to feel burned out or overwhelmed or exhausted as this full moon comes along, just know that this is an indication that you need to adjust your schedule so you can make more time for yourself, Scorpio. It's time to do the things that you love to do, that you know bring you joy and that energize you. This is so important for you because by doing this, you actually allow yourself to recharge your physical battery, your mental battery, and your spiritual battery, which will only result in you having more energy to be effective in your professional world and when it comes to achieving the goals that you have set for yourself in your life. So overall, Scorpio, this full moon in Capricorn is a very positive energy. So you can expect excellent results that will increase your momentum when it comes to you bringing the vision that you have for yourself into reality, with a major focus on resolving issues that you may have with someone else and you finding more time for enjoyment in your life. So embrace this energetic opening and happy full moon, Scorpio. Okay, my powerful Sagittarians, this full moon energy is going to be in your 2nd house. So this is going to be taking place during that 4-week period where the sun is in your 8th house. So there's going to be a heavy focus on the balance of give and take in your life, Sagittarius. So don't be surprised if something comes up for you in your relationships, either romantic or it could be likely a work relationship where you may feel like you are not receiving what it is that you deserve. And if this is the case, just know that this will be coming up to give you the opportunity to tend to this issue. Communicate your needs in order to establish a healthier balance that you can really be excited about. Capricorn is an energy that can be very good for you because you have no problem having big goals, and you have no problem seeing those goals through to the realization phase. But when it comes to money, it is important to make sure that the money you bring in is being utilized in a way where you are investing in yourself and in your future. And by that I mean that you really love spending money and you're actually very generous, which is a beautiful thing, Sagittarius. I love that about Sagittarius. But you also have to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. You have to make sure that that flow of you giving is balanced with the flow of you receiving. And a big way to receive is making sure that you give to yourself, making sure that you invest in your future. So just keep that in mind as you are making money moving forward. Also, this full moon can be a time where an unexpected bill or expense may come up. And conversely, this could be a time where unexpected money shows up. So let's hope that the option where the unexpected money is showing up for you is the one that takes place. But if that's not the one that takes place and an unexpected bill does show up, this will be the universe's way of reminding you that it's always important to be putting money away for unexpected expenses. And I know, especially with the way things are now, that it's not always the easiest thing to do when it comes to saving money. However, you will be surprised that if you keep that idea at the forefront of your consciousness of bringing money in and saving it and investing it, you'll be surprised at how you begin to create that sort of flow in your life. Thinking of and being excited for bringing money in as opposed to thinking and being stressed out about money that you don't have. That can make all of the difference in your relationship with abundance. Remember, a mindset of lack will always work against you, and a mindset of abundance will always work for you. So overall, Sagittarius, this can be a major shift for you in terms of setting a new tone for you and wealth. Just make sure that you're taking control of where you put your focus on the consciousness around financial abundance, and make sure that you have a healthy balance of give and take in your relationships with other people and the relationship that you have with yourself. Do that and things should unfold in your favor, creating a strong momentum in this area of your life as you move into the remainder of the year. So embrace this energetic opening and happy full moon, Sagittarius. Okay, my powerful Capricorns, this full moon energy is going to be in your first house. So Capricorn, this is going to be the surge of energy that you will be needing at the start of Cancer season. Remember, Cancer is the polar opposite energy to Capricorn, so during Cancer season, you are likely to be feeling a bit off balance. This full moon will assist you when it comes to putting your life into perspective in terms of reminding you of how strong you are, of how capable you are, and it will also bring light to what your best steps are moving forward. Now, this is a time of year where you are meant to assess your life situation and establish what it is that you want more of and what it is that you want to let go of, and where you see yourself going from now until the end of the year. Don't be surprised if some issues come up either with your relationship, if you're in a relationship, or with work, because this will be the universe's way of assisting you when it comes to identifying what needs to change. Conversely, don't be surprised if you get good news or a major opportunity regarding work. And regarding your relationship, if you're in one, don't be surprised if you have an experience that really deepens the connection. The thing is about this full moon in Capricorn, it's a time of realization, a time of clarity for you, a time where your life, both the good and the bad, are illuminated so you can then assess your life situation like I was talking about before, and then address what you feel needs to be addressed. And then envision what it is that you want and create that Capricorn style plan to bring that vision into reality and begin the next chapter of realization of that vision. So this is a very exciting full moon for you, Capricorn. Whatever comes your way, seemingly good or bad, know that it is in your best interest. Be excited for the clarity that these experiences will bring, and keep in mind who you know yourself to be, so that way you can maintain a strong balance of self during this Cancer season. So embrace this energetic opening and happy full moon, Capricorn. Okay, my powerful Aquarians, this full moon energy is going to be in your 12th house. So Aquarius, this is going to be one of those full moons that goes in alignment with the depth of emotion, the intensity, and the spiritual influence that a full moon can really have. So don't be surprised if you feel more connected to your intuition, if you start to see certain numbers more often, like I was referring to in the beginning of this video, in the top 3 things portion of the video. If you haven't watched that yet, be sure to go back and check that out. So that way, if you are seeing certain numbers often, you'll know the meaning behind those numbers. Now, this time period on the day of the full moon and the 2 weeks following the full moon, that'll be a time where your subconscious is more accessible to you. So if you have any past trauma or current uncertainty that you need to work through, now would be a great time to schedule a therapy session with your trusted therapist if you have one, or schedule a reading of some sort. Meditation practices will be very beneficial during this time. Keeping a dream journal would be helpful. Any practices that assist you when it comes to understanding what certain feelings or thoughts or intuitive impressions are meaning in your life, that information is going to be really helpful when it comes to you being able to make more informed decisions, especially in terms of what steps to take moving forward that would be most beneficial in the process of bringing your dreams into reality. This will also be a time that will reveal the people in your life that are not good for you. So keep your consciousness open and your awareness open to this type of scenario. Now, if you feel extra tired during this full moon, just know that that's an indication that you need to take some time to yourself, Aquarius, to recharge your physical and spiritual battery. Overall, this is going to be an excellent time for you when it comes to realizations. And if you have felt uncertain about anything recently, just focus on whatever questions you might have and ask for guidance, and you can be certain that during or by the end of this full moon transit, you will have the clarity that you're looking for, which is very exciting. So embrace this energetic opening, and happy full moon, Aquarius. Okay, my powerful Pisces, this full moon energy is going to be in your 11th house. So Pisces, this is going to be one of those lighthearted, exciting full moons for you, as opposed to one of those extremely emotional and dramatic full moons. So you can look forward to a positive influence overall, which is fantastic. Not to mention, this will be happening during Cancer season, which is in your 5th house, which is also an excellent energy for you. So finally, Pisces, you have this nice 2-week phase where things are lined up to really go your way. And when I say 2-week phase, I'm talking about the full moon. Cancer season is 4 weeks, and that you can look forward to that also. This full moon energy is more than likely going to bring an opportunity to really advance forward when it comes to a specific dream or goal that you have been working towards. So if you have something that fits this description, where you've been focused on a goal and you've been consistently working on it and giving it energy while maintaining an optimistic perspective, the odds are very high that you will either achieve this goal during this time, or you will at least make some major headway, which is fantastic, Pisces. This full moon is also likely to bring a new connection into your life with someone that can really act as a good friend and even assist you when it comes to achieving your goals. Now, because the sun will be in your 5th house, this also is a planetary recipe for romance. So if that's something that you've been wanting to manifest, then you can be excited about that as well. Now, if you get the opportunity to work in a group situation, just know that this can be very good for you with a high likelihood of a positive outcome. So take the opportunity if it comes up. If by chance you have felt lost recently and you've been wondering what in the world you want to do with your life, this is also the full moon where that clarity and that answer will come to you. So overall, Pisces, this is an excellent full moon energy with the ending of the things that are necessary in order for your life to really begin to feel a strong momentum of positivity and an opening of a new chapter of achievement. So embrace this energetic opening, and happy full moon, Pisces. Okay, so there you have it. The top 3 things you need to know about this full moon in Capricorn, along with some insight into how your sign can make the most of this full moon energy. I hope you all enjoyed the information. If you did, please don't forget the baby tap. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and hang out with me. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.